welcome to my latest video. As you can see from the title description, this is my thoughts on AEW's Double or Nothing pay-per-view, the first pay-per-view from the company. Loads of hype surrounding this event. Will it live up to it? Well, here's my thoughts. So, Jim Ross on commentary, joined by two other guys who I've not heard of. I apologise for that. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard JR on commentary, and I can honestly say he's always been one of my favourite commentators. He pretty much carried the commentary in the Attitude Era. Him and the King were just amazing as a team. So yeah, good to hear his voice again. As regards the card, pretty stacked, some potentially amazing matches. So let's get on with it and start with the first match, which was SCU, SoCal Uncensored, which is Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, and they were facing the Strong Hearts, or just Strong Hearts, which is Shima, T-Hawk, Lindemann. SCU, brilliant intro once they got into the ring. They were absolutely hilarious, really got the crowd pumped up. I was interested to see how this Chinese team from OWE, the Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, would hold up, whether they'd just be squashed, jobbed out or what. But no, really good match. The guys from OWE put on a hell of a show, looked really good. But yeah, SCU came away with the win. It really good opening match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I apologise for the bouncing. Dog's laying on the bed having a bit of a fit. Well, not an actual medical fit, she's just rolling around. Second up, we had the first ever women's AEW match, which was Kylie Ray versus Nyla Rose versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who I think I watched in a Ring of Honor show from last year, recently, one night when I was having trouble sleeping. Then obviously, the match is about to start. Brandy Rhodes comes out, and I was with the commentators. I thought she's going to put herself in the match and she's going to add herself to it, but no. She brought out Awesome Kong, so the triple threat becomes a four-way, and I felt so sorry for the other women in the match. I felt sorry for Kylie and I can't remember what her name now. Kylie and Britt Baker when Nyla Rose came out, and then when Awesome Kong came out, she actually made the commentator said that Nyla Rose looked like a cruiserweight now. And yeah, compared to Awesome Kong, she did look quite small, but I expected Awesome Kong to win. I expected it to be a bit of a squash match, but it wasn't. It was a hell of a match. It was the dentist, whose name has I've literally just said a name and it's gone on. Britt Baker. Yeah. She got the win. I kind of get the feeling that the way Brandy Rhodes came out in this, she's going to try and be some sort of like Stephanie McMahon type character, throwing her authority around and stuff, which, if they go that route, is just going to not be a good thing, because the whole idea is we want an alternative to WWE where the people who own it come down and get what they want, throw their weight around and essentially ruin the product for everybody. So third match was a tag match, first straight up tag team match. It was the Best Friends, Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor versus Angelico and Jack Evans. Trent Beretta, I remember being in Roppongi. I'm sure he was in Roppongi Vice with Rocky Romero. I knew he'd started up this Best Friends tag team. Jack Evans, as soon as they mentioned him, I know that name. He was in Ring of Honor quite a few years ago, and I'm pretty sure it's the same one. If it isn't, I apologise. But yeah, holy shit, what a match. I really enjoyed it. Loads of near falls near the end. If it is the same Jack Evans, and I'm 99% sure it is, the guy has not lost a beat, so you can tell he's obviously still been wrestling around. But yeah, really enjoyed this match. Eventually, the Best Friends got the win. Got a hug off Evans and Angelico, and then got attacked by some guys who had some goons in masks. Don't really know who they were. It didn't really add anything to the match. If anything, it kind of took away after like one of the commentators nailed it. Said after a 25-minute barn burner, it ends like this. You know, them getting jumped, and it did kind of take the shine off it a bit. So yeah. Then next up we had some Japanese females, women wrestling. Rio Mizunami, Hikaru Shida, and they were facing Yuka Sakazaki, Emi Sakura, who was dressed like Freddie Mercury, which I thought was really good, and Aya Kong, who they'd been mentioning earlier when Awesome Kong was out. I have no idea who any of them were. A really enjoyable match, really got into it. I can honestly say that the Yuka Sakazaki, who I think she's the one that came up first for Aya Kong's team, she's a little bit cute, and so is Yuka Sakazaki. I thought she was quite cute as well. Don't want that to come across sexist. I just thought they were both pretty attractive ladies. Didn't know any of them were. Hell of a match. Didn't go the way I thought it would. I thought Aya Kong's team would get the win and she'd get the pin, but no. I believe it was Hikaru Shida who got the pin. I honestly can't remember. But yeah. Next up, the fifth match on the card. The match from what I saw that I narrowed, trying my best to avoid on social media, but obviously you can't stay. If you're on social media, you have to literally black out until you've watched the wrestling. But it doesn't matter, because then you have other people, say, oh, you're a wrestling fan, look at this, and showing you pictures and results and stuff. Yeah, Cody versus Dustin, bless you, Amber. Video package before the match itself that they showed was really, really well done. I thought it was quite poignant, which is a word I never thought I'd use. Showing you Dustin in the garage or whatever, throwing away the mannequin head with the gold dust face paint on, and throwing away his little tub of gold paint, locking it away in a chest, and then showing then Cody coming out, looking at the throne. I knew what was going to happen there. I'd seen pictures of it. Like I say, social media is a good thing, and just a really shit thing for stuff like this. Walking past it, I thought, maybe he does it after the match, and then he went back up and smashed up the throne with a sledgehammer, which was definitely a message to a certain someone in a company that Cody has said, thinks they have a monogamy on wrestling and think they own the entire thing, and they don't. I'm loving that AEW, wrestling's for everyone. I like that catchphrase. It's a really cool one. So yeah, Dustin came out to a really, really good response. I cannot believe that Dustin is 50 years old and the dude is in amazing shape. I'm nearly 41 and I've been a mess for years. The guy looks absolutely amazing. When JR said that it was 50, I was like, holy shit. I haven't seen a bloodbath like that for a long time. I think the last one I saw that was up there was probably Eddie Guerrero JBL, when Eddie got split up and it just literally looked like somebody just turned a tap on his head and the blood were just pouring down. But yeah, Dustin was an absolute mess. Brandy getting ejected was a good thing, because I honestly thought, she's going to ruin the match, especially when she speared him at ringside. It's like, here we go, this is it, it's going to get ruined by her. She's going to make a presence now, she's going to interfere every 2 minutes, and it's just going to give Cody a cheap win, and there's just no need when the two brothers who've lived the business could just go out there and tear it up. As soon as she got ejected, they did just that. They just put on an absolute clinic. It was an amazing match. I will be honest, after the match when Cody came back in, I thought, along with thousands of others, that he was going to go after Dustin. And then when he got the microphone and mentioned that he'd signed a tag team match against the team he considered the best tag team in the world, the Young Bucks, and he got to pick his partner, I was sat there, I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. And then when he said, I don't need a partner, and you could see him welling up, and then he said, I don't need a friend, and then Dustin was welling up. I was sat there like, no, don't you dare. And then when he said, I need my my older brother, my big brother. That was it. But I'll admit I cried. You see, my eyes are still a bit red. But yeah, that got me. As an older brother myself, I was sort of like, oh my god, this is just amazing. But yeah, what's out together? I cannot wait to see that match. That's going to be a great match. So anyway, yeah, moving on. Jack Whitehall's in the ring, and the commenters are, oh yeah, Jack Whitehall, great. The guy's not funny. Fuck Jack Whitehall, hate the guy. His stand-up comedy version of The Miz is just pointless and rubbish. Hate him. He has never said anything funny, in my opinion, and the opinion of many of my friends as well. So Brett comes out carrying the belt. Now either that belt is heavy as hell, or he was genuinely struggling to walk. They eventually got to show it off after that MJ, whatever his bloody name is, had come in and stuck his beak in. They showed off the belt, and I love it. I had seen a picture of it, like I said, social media, blessing and a curse. I had seen a picture of it, and I just love the design. It's just massive. It's just like, that's what a title should look like. It shouldn't just be all about having your network or your organisation's logo on the front and then building little things on the side to say, oh, you know, this is who our champion is, but it's all about the company. That is just like a decent sized logo on the front, and then it just looks so prestigious, and I cannot wait for the first title match for that. But yeah, as from Jack Whitehall, I don't even. I know apparently the guy's a wrestling fan, but I just hate the guy. So the sixth match on the card was the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks for the AAA Tag Title match. I didn't expect the Bucks to lose for 1 minute, you know, given that they put so much into promoting AEW and getting it off the ground, and it pretty much being theirs, Cody's, Kenny's baby, and etc. Holy shit, the Lucha Brothers were awesome. Absolutely awesome team. I've been looking, sort of, seen plenty of things about Pentagon, and I've always thought I wouldn't mind watching him. I stopped watching Lucha Underground, and I believe he made some appearances in that and some other things. I wasn't disappointed in this match at all. Loads of spots in the match. A lot of people might say, oh, there are too many spots, but it's a Young Bucks match. They're going to do what they do. It's their thing. They're, you know, spot monkeys, and, you know, they don't mind admitting it for 1 minute. But yeah, the Lucha Brothers, awesome team, and at some point I will definitely be buying a Pentagon t-shirt. I just think that guy is awesome, and Ray Phoenix as well. He was really good. Like I say, it was a really good match. It could have gone either way at one point. I said deep down, I knew that there was no way that the Bucks were going to lose. Main event time: Alpha versus Omega 2, Jericho versus Kenny Omega. I agree with the majority of people. It wasn't as good as their New Japan match at Wrestle Kingdom, but I still really enjoyed this match. Hit most of the big moves, the stuff that they're known for, a few different things, and you know, there were times where you thought it could go anywhere. If I hadn't already have had the results spoilt for me, then I would have thought that Omega was going to win, but he didn't. Jericho wins the match, so he fights Adam Page, who won the pre-show Rumble, to get the opportunity to fight for the title. So Page versus Jericho for the AEW title. I'm calling it, with probably most other people who watch the event, that Jericho will be the inaugural AEW champion. Check me out using big words. That's 2 big words today. I'm quite proud of myself. Poignant and inaugural. Then, whilst Jericho's running his mouth and demanding that the crowd thank him, there was a massive cheer, and Jon Moxley came out. Jon Moxley, who was Dean Ambrose in WWE, came out with a jacket with Mox on the back and made his way to the ring, dropped Jericho on his head, dropped the referee, picked up Kenny Omega, tried to drop him on his head, had a bit of a scrap with him, up to the ramp, dropped him on the poker chips. Jon Moxley is back. Now, I remember seeing Mox before he became Ambrose in WWE. I watched some CZW stuff with him, and I was a massive fan of Jon Moxley. Anyone who knows me personally or is, you know, familiar with my channel knows I am an Ambrose fan, and I have loads of t-shirts. I've got the side plates obviously for the belt, even though I knew he was leaving, I still got them. Mox is a whole different animal to Dean Ambrose. He's just going to be amazing in there, especially now. I haven't seen the epic promo that he cut yet. I'm yet to watch that, but he's just going to be, now he's allowed to just do his thing and be who he wants to be. You watch it, Mox is going to be a massive, massive player in AEW, and it's a matter of time before he becomes an AEW champion. So overall, what did I think to the pay-per-view? Great debut pay-per-view for All Elite Wrestling, in my opinion. So the matches with the Chinese guys and the Japanese women and everything and all that really split it up from it essentially just being, you know, names that are all recognised massively. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I am AEW. I am looking forward to the next pay-per-view, and I'm looking forward to starting watching their weekly show. It's available over here on ITV apparently, so that's going to be cool. So I'll be able to actually watch it on the ITV hub, which is like an on-demand thing. So yeah, can't wait. I am AEW, so yeah. It's gonna definitely put WWE on its heels, for sure. So we'll have to wait and see. WWE are gonna have to book their ideas up now, because they are gonna have a war on their hands again, and I don't see Vince being able to buy out AEW like he did with WCW, purely because AEW hasn't got dipshit Vince Russo booking. But you know, that's a different subject. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Double or Nothing. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I think the next pay-per-view is for a really good cause. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Please feel free to leave any comments down below about which matches you enjoyed in particular. You know, what you're looking forward to, what you're hoping that AEW will do. And I'll see you soon with something new. Until then, guys, take it easy, look after yourself. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe. I can't talk, I apologise. But yeah, that'll do it for me, guys. I'll see you later. Bye for now.